Hey folks, Species 7 here. How's everybody doing this evening? As you can see, we're back down here on the farm for Farming Simulator 2013, and this is the Midwest USA map. So a couple of things occurred to me upon watching the last video, which, by the way, even though I said that I'm coming very close to the end of posting videos because I don't get comments, I still didn't get any comments, but that's besides the point. I'd mentioned in the last one that I wasn't sure if it was the field or whether it was Giants themselves that was taking it to the point where, like I said, I spent about $8,000 on seed alone for this field, which is okay. I mean, this isn't Farming Arcade 2013, it's Farming Simulator, and I would imagine a field this size probably costs $1 or $2. I mean, you can't see the end of it. So yeah, it's probably fairly legitimate that it costs a small fortune. Okay, this guy's just about out. I think he'll get to the end of the row, then we'll have to stop him. The other thing that occurred to me was just before the episode ended, they called a great demand for corn. And I went, oh well, I'm not worried about that. Weird thing is, of course, I just harvested 600,000 units of corn. Okay, I'm going to shut that off. Oop, bring it up. There we go. So yeah, I don't know why, I mean, after all, the only way we're going to be able to afford to do what it is we want to do is have the gear in place and have the money to buy our cows. So if they have a great demand on corn, now I've sold, I think, 3 or 4 trailers already before there was a demand, which in a way kind of surprises me that there is a demand. I thought there was, or at least used to be, a sort of a little bit of a, what do you call it, a sort of supply and demand thing going on with the game. You know, I thought, like, if you continuously did canola because it's the best selling, the price wouldn't go with great demand and it might even drop. So, there we go. Fill him back up with potatoes. And I think I'm going to drop him off. Lovely. And go pick up a trailer full of corn that I should have just around the corner, because the last thing I did before I left it was parked it under the corn silo, thinking, oh well, if I do need a quick $30,000-$40,000, I know where to get. Oh, that's a slippery piece of concrete. We just about lost her. So let's get this fella hooked up, and then we will at least I wasn't even close. I couldn't pretend and just go, yeah, slipped on the terrain, yeah. No, I just really poor ass job of backing up. There we go. And I quickly got to pop over and see what our other fellow, he's okay, because he doesn't use anything. I like those little Schluter tractors. Okay, he's down to 10%. I think we should just ride this guy out for a minute. Yeah, with the price of seed, I guess that's kind of fine, because, I mean, even when I bought that portable gas Bowser, as they call them, sorry, it wasn't a word I was all that familiar with, actually, before this game, but before I bought the gas Bowser so I could fuel the tractors up, because they were going through gas so quickly, and even counting that they charged me for that fuel and then charged me again, what can I say, at least they're not charging the, you know, $7 or $8 a freaking gallon that diesel actually costs right here. So, alright, I think I'm going to let him get to the end of this row, and I'm going to take over. There we go. Let's fold it up, shall we? And let's take him over and get him some seed if we can find the farm. But I mean, this is just a gigantic field. So yeah, I mean, I can see that maybe it takes $8,000 worth of barley seed, plus whatever this one costs us. Yeah. It just seems a lot, because, I mean, I have probably 300 hours into Farming Simulator, various maps, various different things, and going from, as long as you hired a worker and that your money went tick, tick, $1 at a time, and he was covering the gas and the seeds. Now when you're covering the gas and the seed and the tick, 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 that tick, tick, tick seems to have a heck of a lot more impact. Alright, do I even know where my farm is? Am I anywhere near where I want to go? I don't think so. I don't think this has anything to do with it, does it? Well, I think this is maybe the sheep farm. Alrighty. Alrighty. I'm absolutely lost. Which is why they have a map for idiots. There we go. Yep. It's exactly what I did. Well, this is my first visit out to the sheep farm. It's an outstanding place. So, looks like this part of the field has almost ripened. And that part's just barely green. And, of course, the far section I just planted. So, it's huge. It's huge. I think without going to some of the really, what I kind of call dumb mods, I don't know that you can get equipment big enough to do these fields in reasonable amounts of time. That's pretty crazy. You know, like this is one of the largest size seeders that's available, I believe. Without getting into, like I have seen some, 48 row seeders, but looking online I came to realize that company never produced anything even close to a 48 row seeder, and probably very few did. So there we go, we can fill him up. Now I'm going to, here we go. So the great demand is, and I like this feature, where the flashing trailer is. So, let's get ourselves turned onto the road. There we go. And get into the cab where we can see everything nice and shiny. Come on. Here, I'll get rid of some of this extraneous noise that's in our view. And I think we all know how to dump a trailer and stuff by now, so we can get rid of that. And it looks good. Been doing a little bit of Euro Truck Simulator. It's quite a nice little simulator, that one. I decided I would go really easy on it and not immediately rush down to the bank for some horrendous loan. But would rather earn up the income to buy my first truck. So we'll have to see how that goes. But as far as the driving and all of that, it's pretty good. Although I'll admit I took a little bit of a coward stand to it, in so much as, well, I don't see it flashing anymore. Is it just off the map, or is there no more great demand? They are limited time. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. The Euro Truck Simulator. So I've just been taking on jobs and going city to city. But being Canadian and only having actually in real life driven in Mexico, Canada, and the US, the whole idea of going into the UK and driving on the other side of the road, kinda, yeah. I'm just not sure about it. Okay, do we have a great demand? Oops. Let's see here. Farm shop, freight yard. No, not one showing there. So, oh yeah, corn. Great demand at the mill. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So, where exactly the mill, eh? Well, if you guys are all going to stop, I'm going to go ahead. Thank you. Boy, I wish they did that Euro truck. But they don't. Oh. Could have slowed down for that. Wouldn't have hurt my feelings. Alrighty. So, why is it? Is the mill that far out that it's just not being picked up on here? Ah, there we go. No, I don't think that's the mill. No. Well, what the heck? When we were at the farm, it was showing it flashing, which it's supposed to do. Well, whoa. There's the bioplant. Biofuel, whatever. So, Twice Great Demand's going to be over. That's the port. Alrighty. Unfortunately, on this map, they didn't include the delivery places on the big map. So you can't just go to the big map and check all of the different places. So I'm going to have to head back up and around, because it sure as heck ain't at the port. Yeah, I don't know what the heck's going on here now. I wonder if I might have just clipped that car a little bit. This is just ridiculous. They really need a function on this map that actually zooms out, so you can see most of the map, you know? That would be kind of nice. So, there are only so many buildings here. Now I had thought that that would be the mill. Oh, that's great. It's placed right underneath an icon for a bank teller. Nice. So yeah, we've actually gone very close to it once, it's just you can't see it on the map. Because somebody decided to place a bank in the mill. Yeah. Good for dame. Coming through. Alright. We are at the mill. Well, nice. At least it doesn't say Hagenstadt Mill. I've seen quite a few maps that were reasonably nice maps, then you get to the mill and it says on the side in a big sign, Hagenstadt Mill. Alright. So, we're at 41k. Let's see what this nets us, shall we? So the Steam Summer Sale is over, and I didn't actually buy anything. There were a few reasonable deals went by, but nothing that really leaped out. I almost picked up Dishonored, and I keep kicking myself when I don't, but... So, 115, that is a nice score. We should grab another tub of that. But beyond that, yeah, I didn't see a whole lot that was super, super impressive. So, that's really funny, actually, because the mill is where I've been brought the other 3 trailer loads of corn. So the fact that they have a great demand for it strikes me as a little strange, because that didn't used to happen in the game. Like I said, if you kept dropping canola off at the place paying the highest amount of money for it, they stopped paying high amounts of money for it. Beep beep, I'm a tractor, I'm going off-road. But here, they've already taken 60, 120, 180,000 units of wheat, and then, or of corn, and then they threw a great demand up. So, a little odd. See, our cultivator's still running. That's good. Both of the seeders would have been well out of seed by now. Yeah. And this is... okay. Here's the one we've just been planting with barley. I shouldn't drive on the crops. That's bad. Don't drive on the crops. It's not good. It's bad. Okay. Let's grab us another load of corn. And this is pretty much what I'm going to be doing here. I'm going to fill this a few times, whatever I can get out of the silos, and see where we end up with coin. When I come back, I should have both of those fields finished, and we can move on from there. Again, please, if you have any interest in seeing this series or any other carried forward, and I have some plans, please leave a comment. And till then, this has been Species 7. Take care of each other, and ciao for now.